Hi there, science fans. Thanks so much for joining me today for another episode of Science and Other Stuff for Senior Citizens. In this episode, we will be introducing the first of two videos on the microbiome. This topic is one of the new frontiers in science, joining others such as DNA editing, immunotherapy, nanotechnology, nanomedicine, and the many innovative recent studies dealing with understanding the structure and function of the brain. The microbiome is a community of microorganisms that inhabit or locate in a specific environment. In this first video, we are especially interested in the human microbiome that consists of non-harmful protozoa, bacteria, fungi, and viruses. These beneficial communities make their home on our skin, gums, teeth, the genital tract, and in our gut or intestine. These communities are sometimes referred to as microflora. In this video, I will present the general description of these microbiomes, focusing on information that is relevant to the human. In a subsequent video, I will discuss in depth the gut microbiome and focus on how our lifestyle may affect the balance of good microorganisms versus harmful microorganisms, and how this balance is necessary for maintaining healthy outcomes. I will also discuss how lifestyle can upset this balance, resulting in disease. So I hope you will enjoy this series, and thanks for your attention. And don't forget to click the subscribe button, and also click the bell to be informed of future videos. Thanks again. Bye. Welcome to another video in the Science and Other Stuff for Senior Citizens series. In this video, I will introduce you to the human microbiome, one of the new hot topics in the field of science and medicine. In this first video, I will present this topic in understandable general terms. In the second episode that will follow, I will discuss the human intestinal microbiome more in depth. What is the human microbiome? The human microbiome is the collection of all of the microbes that exist on or within human tissues and body fluids, and includes the anatomical locations in which they reside. The microbes include bacteria, protozoa, fungi, and viruses. In this video, I will focus mainly on bacteria. These microbes can be located in the skin, eye, mammary glands, placenta, seminal fluids, uterus, ovarian follicles, lung, saliva, oral mucosa, conjunctiva, biliary tract, and the gastrointestinal tract. The anatomical locations indicated in red are those that we are most familiar. The human body contains around 100 trillion microbes. They outnumber the human cells in the body 10 to 1. The largest populations reside in the gut, for instance, the intestinal or gut microflora. The microbial cells and their genetic material live with humans from birth. This relationship is vital for human health. The microbes in the gut amount to around 4 pounds of biomass, and as would be expected, each individual human has a unique mix of microbial species. Before birth, we are more or less sterile. That is, we have no microbes. At birth, thousands of microbes colonize our bodies, and depending on how and where we are born, we are colonized by different types of microbes. By age 3, a child's microbiome looks a lot like an adult's, and the microbial communities become more stable in their identity. Major life events like puberty, pregnancy, and menopause can cause large shifts in populations. Senior citizens have a distinct profile of microbes. Interestingly, after age 65, the number of species decreases, and the microbial populations become more similar among each individual. The human microbiome is important for nutrition, immunity, and effects on the brain and behavior. The microbiome is implicated in a number of diseases that is a result of disturbances in the normal balance of microbes. More on this subject will be presented in the next video in this series. Drugs, medication, lifestyle, disease, aging, etc. all have some impact on the normal balance of the individual microbiomes and can result in an increase in bad microbes, that is, pathogens, at the expense of good microbes. This slide presents one instance of how the intestinal microflora impacts metabolism or breaks down of a specific essential amino acid, tryptophan, and the response in distant organs. Tryptophan is one of the 20-plus amino acids that are the building blocks of proteins. When proteins are ingested, they are broken down into individual amino acids in the stomach, which eventually pass into the large and small intestines. They are then reutilized as building blocks to make new proteins within the cell, or they are further broken down. In the case of tryptophan, the microflora mostly converted to beneficial substances that include promoting healthier and better quality of sleep, relief from depression and anxiety, increased emotional well-being, and managing pain tolerance. In this slide, tryptophan is shown to be metabolized by specific intestinal bacteria, namely Clostridium sporogenes, lactobacilli, and tryptophanase-expressing bacteria. One of the breakdown products is a neuroprotectant, another maintains mucosal reactivity, while a third, indole, is apparently toxic to several tissues, especially the vascular and renal systems. More on the intestinal flora and how they influence the human well-being in a subsequent video. In that subsequent video, I will present an expanded discussion of the intestinal microflora, further information on other human microbiomes, human health outcomes when the microbiomes are induced to be out of balance. This latter then leads to discussing the importance of maintaining microbial balances in specific microbiomes. Thank you for your curiosity about science and for your attention. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and click the bell to be informed of future videos on specific science topics, including hot topics like the one discussed in the present video. Bye now.